What is up people? In this tutorial I'm going to be going over how we can use the system out of the box, setting up AI in a level, factions, friendly fire toggles, reviving, starting spells and starting items. So let's jump into it. So the system works out of the box without any programming required. I guess it'd be a pretty bad system if it didn't. So let's go over some important things about setting up your game. The first thing we need to do when creating or using a new map is to set the game mode to the FCS game mode in the world settings. If you can't find this window, it can be found at the top under Windows, World Settings. To bring in AI live, we can hop into our AI types folder and bring in one of the AI children. The AI are set up using data, so these three blueprints are actually identical. The only difference is the default faction given, the data table reference they have to set up with, and the animal blueprint has an animal tag, making the user crouch when they engage in dialogue. So we can place one of our AI units in the level, and when selecting that unit, in the details we can pick what kind of AI we want it to be. And changing AI is just that easy. These AI options are set up in the data tables, which I will be going into how you can set up in a future video. In order to allow the AI to move, we need to place a nav mesh into the level. So we can go into our add actors section, under volumes, bring in a nav mesh bounds volume. We can press P to toggle the visibility on and off of the movable area. If it's green, the AI can walk there, and if it's red, they can't. To make AI patrol, we can go into blueprints, AI, and bring in a patrol path. To set up the path, we can drag the points to move them, and we can hold Alt plus drag to create a new point. In the details, you can also make it a closed loop if you want. When you're happy, you can select your AI, and in the details, select the eyedropper for the patrol path, then select the patrol path actor. This is the same process for activating actors, just drop an activate actor into the level, such as an opening wall, then add an activate actor to the array and use the eyedropper to select it. Then, upon death, they will activate that actor. So that is how we can set up an AI in a level. Now, factions. The player and every single AI in the system are faction based, which can be changed in the details for each unit. The faction determines what unit can attack another unit, and it allows for multiple teams. So if you're trying to attack someone or assassinate them and it's not working, make sure you check that they are on a different faction to your character. For friendly fire, if we jump into the taking damage component and into the friendly fire conditions, we can change the friendly fire rules. We have 4 options: player hitting AI friendly fire, player hitting player friendly fire, AI hitting AI friendly fire, and AI hitting player friendly fire. So you can adjust these as you see fit, just click on the variable and change it. Upon death, you can either die completely or have the option to be revived. If we jump into our BP player character, this can be toggled on or off here, and for AI, this is toggled on or off in the AI data table under companions. For anyone who owns the magic asset, we can set up starting spells. So if we hop into the magic component, in our variables, find the one called starting spells, and we can add or remove array elements. And for the data, set the spells info as the data table, then select which spell you want. For starting items, we can hop into the inventory component, then hop into the set starting items data function. From here we can set the starting items given to each player based on which map is open. You can click on your switch on string node and type in the name of your level to assign those items to your different levels. Or you can delete this altogether if you only have one starting level. From here you can then change any of the existing starting item variables we've currently got set up. Or you can go into the local variables section and duplicate a variable and set up a new one. You can add or remove array elements for the number of items you want, and the data table to use is called item data. When selected, you can pick whatever item you like. When you have your array, all you need to do is plug it into the starting items variable. It's worth mentioning that for the starting spells and starting items, these won't be loaded once save data exists. So if you change level after getting some equipment, then save the level, you won't be given additional starting items when you load that next level. So team, that is how we can use the flexible combat system out of the box. I'm sure you're keen to start customizing functionality, so I will be going into more customization tools down the line. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.